Hi friends, it's Stacy with Florida Life Real Estate Agency and Mobile Home Sales. I'm a real estate broker and a mobile home broker, working primarily in Manatee County, but Sarasota as well. On this video, I'd like to talk to you about listing your land lease home with Florida Life. Land lease is just the term most often used in manufactured housing where you own your own home, but you pay a lot rent. What I'd mainly like to do is tell you what the benefit and listing process is with Florida Life so you can better understand it. Starting off, you have to find me, and this is a good start. From there, I'd like to get an idea about who you are and why you're selling and what your future plans are. If I'm not familiar with your community, I might ask for your address so I can do some research before offering an opinion. There's an awful lot of communities out there. Sometimes we might just chat on the phone, or we'd set up an appointment to see the house and talk at that time. I might ask if you would like to just have a visit to start, or if you already know that you'd like to list your home. I want to make sure that I'm scheduling the right amount of time for your appointment. If we're just visiting, usually a half hour to 45 minutes is more than sufficient for us both to know how we'd like to move forward. During this time, we might discuss the very thing that I'm going over here. We'll talk about how you want me to access your home for showings and what the sales process looks like. You might want to prepare a list of improvements and general maintenance that you've done to your home in advance of our appointment. We'll talk about current market conditions and your level of motivation to help us to determine the listing price. Pricing right at the onset is usually a better strategy than overpricing with the hopes of an uninformed buyer or just sheer luck. You only get one opportunity to be a new listing, so you want to make the best of it. If we move forward to do the listing paperwork, plan on just about another 15 to 30 minutes. Once we move into the contract step, I'll need copies of the DMV title or titles, your driver's license or ID, and any necessary keys to access the home. That's usually enough for most people in a day, but if you're familiar with the listing process, it might go really fast for you. Everyone is different, and I don't want you to feel rushed. The next step is to make sure that your home is photo ready. It's always best to hold off a few days if it means that you'll have more time to tidy up. The photos are your first and lasting impression. When we take your listing live, that is our best shot at hitting the people who are actively looking for homes in your price range and area. It doesn't do either of us any good to make a bad impression, but I do understand that sometimes circumstances are such that we just make the best of it, and that's okay. For photos and video, I prefer that the house be empty of people and cars out of the driveway. This process takes about 45 minutes to an hour, depending on the size of your home. Before I leave, I'll put the for sale sign up just to start generating some interest. After that, your part is pretty much down to keeping the house show ready. If you're living in the house or you have a tenant, we'll work around the guidelines for showing that we've discussed. The behind the scenes work starts for me at this point. The community information is verified and collected from the management to make sure that we're giving out the correct information for a future buyer. A dialogue and description about your home is written. Photos are edited, and a video showcasing your home is made and uploaded to YouTube. Because land lease homes are not real property, they don't go onto the multiple listing service or MLS. Remember, you must be a mobile home broker or dealer to sell land lease homes. Even though I'm a real estate broker and a member of the National and Local Board of Realtors, the MLS is reserved for real property. However, through a nationwide listing service, I upload all your home information. From there, it'll syndicate to third-party real estate search engines like Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, Redfin, and the like. There are about 25 syndicated sites that will pick up the listing, including some specific for manufactured housing. This is what generates the majority of the leads for your home. I also build a specific page for your home on my website. You can visit FloridaLifeMobileHomeSales.com and click on the Listings tab to see what your page might look like. I include photos, the important information, a printable brochure, a link to the Zillow listing, and a link to your YouTube video tour. I also list your home on Facebook Marketplace. In most cases, I know a day or so before if I'm going to have a showing, but not always, and I try to be as accommodating as possible. This is where the YouTube video tour has become really helpful. People have become used to doing their searching online, and it's a great way to see if someone really has a genuine interest. Even if you don't see people walking through your door, remember there are usually plenty of people taking the virtual tour. On land lease homes, I don't use a lockbox for a couple of reasons. Most importantly, it's an opportunity for me to talk directly to prospective buyers about the features of your home and the community. It also assures you that people that you don't know aren't accessing your home freely. Also, mobile home brokers don't participate with each other the same way that we do in general real estate. That's actually another video topic that's listed in our tools and tips playlist, so you can check that out. When I can't be in two places at once, my brother Steve Wyatt is my support staff. Steve does some general running around and may show your home from time to time. You might never have a chance to meet him, but so you can put a face to the name, here he is. And yes, there is a family resemblance. My process is primarily the same for real estate listings, although it's a little more in-depth. Land lease homes are listed slightly different, and I feel worth explaining the process. I hope that you've learned something new today. And if you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. To see more tools and tips or to visit our virtual home tours, hit the subscribe button below. If I can be of any assistance, just give me a call or text at 941-809-1318. You can also find us on the web at FloridaLifeRealEstateAgency.com or FloridaLifeMobileHomeSales.com. Bye for now.